Hi guys, my name is Akansha and today I'm gonna solve like a 700 level SE question and show you like how I do it, the process that I go through, how much time I take and what approach I follow to solve these questions. So yeah, I've never seen this question before. I don't know the answer. I'm just gonna blindly attempt it. Even if it's wrong, right, we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna read the question out loud like while I'm solving it right now, but fair warning that shouldn't do that in the real GMAT exam because it's not allowed and your paper might get cancelled because of unfair means or any other reason. So I'm just doing it for the video. Don't do that in the real GMAT exam. So let's get into the question. Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Huntington Dickinson were written over a period beginning like, so see, I saw the word beginning like a verb ing modifier. So we'll pause at that point. Written over a period. So there was someone who wrote to someone over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother, and so I saw and ending shortly before Emily's death in 1886. So I'll pause after this, and the and is like a parallelism marker. So we'll see that someone wrote a letter to someone over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother and ending. So beginning and ending, the parallel or no error there. Ending shortly before Emily's death in 1886. Then outnumbering her letters to anyone else. So I think the meaning that I gather here is that someone wrote a letter to someone, the period is specified, and Emily Dickinson's letters to this person outnumbered her letters to anyone else. But see, like the thing here is that this outnumbering comes after a comma, and mostly what I recall is that verb ing modifiers are some like verb ing modifiers after, like if they modify a clause, they should show like a result, and they should like show a result or something, like not just explain it but show like a result or what was the goal of doing this or how the clause was done. So the how and result aspect. But here, the meaning that I gather is that outnumbering her letters to anyone else. So I don't think this outnumbering part is correct. I don't find any other errors here. The subject verb pair seem correct. Only this modifier error. So I'll just reject option A. Then let's go to option B. Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Dickinson were written over a period that begins a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother and ended. That begins and ended. So here this parallelism error is there. Begins and ended. The tense does not match. So I'll reject option B. C, to Susan Dickinson, written over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother. And that ends, and that period beginning a few years, and that ends shortly. No, there's also again that parallelism error, because like after the and a new clause start, and then like after 1886 and outnumbering. So I don't think that's correct. So we reject C also. D, Dickinson, letter to Dickinson, which were written, so the letters were written over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother, ending shortly before Emily's death in 1886 and outnumbering. So here again that outnumbering error is there. There's a comma before ending, so I don't really write, but I'm not really sure about that part. So now there's only one option. I've like rejected all, so I just hope that there's no errors in this. Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Dickinson, which were written over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage and ending. Beginning and ending, no parallelism error. Shortly before Emily's death in 1886. Outnumber her letters. So there's no like ing error here. So I think like this properly conveys the meaning that, you know, Emily Dickinson wrote to someone over a period of this time, and like these letters outnumber her letters to anyone else. So it makes perfect sense. I'm gonna go with E. So yeah, that's my final answer, and let's see if it's correct or not. Oh, it's correct. That is correct. A 700 level question. Yes. So I think the reasonings were kind of like correct, but we'll have a look at the solution provided by GMAT Club, like the experts, and I'll see if I've missed any component while eliminating those.